Hey guys, this is Punter. Welcome to the video. If you find anything useful in this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It's completely free and I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. In this video, I have 8 tips and tricks to make you better at hunt. Tip number 1 is that you can jump over fences and through windows for faster movement speed. This is also useful for checking for traps if you jump on top of the fence or window. Tip number 2 is to avoid sound traps. However, this is playstyle dependent. What I mean by this is that there's typically 2 playstyles you'll see in hunt. You'll see the speed playstyle, which is where people tend not to worry too much about sound traps and just try to get to the boss layer the fastest. And then there's the methodical style, where people will play slower, avoid sound traps, and generally try to avoid being spotted. Both these playstyles are viable. However, the speed gives you the advantage in the sense that you are a harder target to hit, and the methodical gives you the advantage if it's harder to spot you, but you're an easier target if spotted. Tip number 3 is to double jump through water for faster movement. You have to time this well, or it won't work. Tip number 4 is that audio is everything in this game. I was able to land this shot because I heard the enemy to my right and on concrete, so I knew he was about to peek me. Tip number 5, you can loot dead enemy hunters for a second of dark sight boost. Tip number 6, you can interact with clues for a second dark sight boost. Tip number 7A, pay attention to where gunshots are around the map. In this clip, you can hear some gunshots up by Stillwater Bend, and then it sounds like a fight. Since I'm in trios, I know there's probably 2 teams fighting at Stillwater Bend, and there's 1 team at the bounty layer since they just banished. This is important to draw in your head or make a mental map of because it gives you an idea of which direction the enemy teams are going to come from when they're approaching the boss layer. Tip number 7B is to use the arsenal to practice determining gun type and distance. This is useful for trying to figure out what compound an enemy is at and what type of weapon they're using. Here, I use the Cyclone and go out to various ranges testing the gunshot sound at different ranges. One thing you'll also notice is that rifles and shotguns have different sounds. I find that shotguns have a beefier sound, and I usually can't tell the difference between a Rival and a Romero, but generally I can tell the difference between a shotgun and a rifle. This lets me know what type of weapons my enemies are using and how I'm going to fight the fight once I get there. Tip number 8 is to use one loadout consistently. It doesn't matter what the gun is, it just has to be something that you like to use. For me, it's a Rival and a PAX. I like this loadout because it's cheap but effective. But whatever works for you, just get used to how the gun feels, how you play with it, and just try to use it consistently, and that'll make you a better player at hunt. If you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. These videos take a lot of work, and a like and subscribe goes a long way, and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.